Hi, welcome back. Today, I'm just going to run through some of the projects on crowdfunding, GameFound, and Kickstarter because we haven't been doing this for a very long time. Just run through some of those things that I think I'm more interested in, and obviously I'll be missing a lot. Well, here we go. So the first one is Arcs. Arcs is actually the same four letter. Like root, oath, and all the rest. So it's the same designer. So we are finally having something that's for space. So here we can see some of the game components and stuff. It doesn't look like it's too overly complex, but it's not. Doesn't look like it's a very simple game either. But do note that this one requires 3 to 4 players. So I think that kind of raised the bar a bit, because that means obviously it's not for 2 players, and also it takes about an hour to 2. I will usually add 30 minutes to it, especially if you are new to the game. So that's about 90 to 2 hour plus. So we have some of the simpler meeples and stuff. But again, I guess they are famous more for the gameplay than for the aesthetic itself. As with root and stuff, you can always deluxify a lot. Buy from Etsy and other stuff. And we have all the space themes. We have spaceships and all the sci-fi stuff. There's plenty of stuff you can spend money on here, obviously. Plenty of review as well. So I'm not too overly impressed with the aesthetic, of course, but although I say I'm an aesthetic person, but my fear is that this might be a very, despite all the very good rating, these are all for roots and for oath, but oath obviously have a lot less than root. So I'm not sure if these projects still have that much hype about it, or it could be just hype and it doesn't live up to it. I don't know. But I guess I can only say that I'm interested, but it's quite likely that I probably won't support this project, because even for root, I tend to think that the app version works a lot better for me than the actual board game itself. My actual board game is left unplayed. I have some of the expansion as well, but I think I've played more on the app than anything else, because the app's a lot easier, I guess. So that is what I felt, because of the it's difficult to get people on. But then again, this game did pretty well. It's about 8,000 plus, and I'm sure it'll be going for retail. So if you're not too worried about the aesthetics and some of the stuff that you might be missing out, just wait for the retail. Yeah, that seems like it's a good choice. So let's say what else is there on Kickstarter. I don't really recall. There's a lot of things that I'm missing, but let's see what else is on Kickstarter, because I really didn't plan all of this. But most of the stuff, as you can see, is likely here. So Batman is one of them. There is I don't know too much about it, except that I know that the first one was really good. The second one was quite a disaster, and whether they are using this to fix the second one, I'm not sure. But the miniatures are cool. So in this game, you will see plenty of miniatures. Let me just scroll down a little bit, so you can see that you can get hold of all the Batman stuff. There's lots and lots of them, and there's like the core boxes. I think these are the previous boxes. You can make this opportunity get hold of it, or just season 3 itself. There are obviously some add-ons as well, depending on the different type of combinations. You get Mr. Freeze as well. Just don't associate this with Arnold Schwarzenegger, I know, although Batman Forever may not be everybody's favorite Batman, but I think it's a very fun Batman for me. And there's a lot of other stuff that's basically going on here, a lot of stretch goals and everything. So as you can see, there's a lot of oh man, this is like sliding down. I tried to put it at angle because I didn't really want the light to be here. So you have to bear with me a bit. I will readjust this back. See the light here? Yeah, I don't really want the light to be reflecting you guys. Okay, maybe this looks better. So there's some adventure scenarios. There's also other stuff. Let's take a look at the pledge. I feel that the pledge level is very high though. So we are talking about euros here. So just the season 3 itself is there's 119 euros, and I guess if you go in with more, the core boxes is 125. So that's kind of like adds up. So I guess you have to like do your own maths and then add it up to see what you actually need. So there's also the RPG here as well. Not to be confused, that is not part of the board game. It's actually an RPG. So there are a lot of RPG books as well here. But if you're in for the board game, I guess you just have to like add the 2 pledges I mentioned. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's this is only the core boxes, right? And that's 125, and then you have to get season 3, right? The Gothams, and there's another 119. So that's about 200 plus euro we're looking at. I think I need to show you some of the miniatures because it doesn't do justice not showing the miniatures for Batman. So look at how cool these are. Some of the sculpts are really, really beautiful. If this turns out to be the way it is, I'm really impressed because I like the flow, the wings and everything. The details looks pretty good, but of course this is not a final product, so I won't know. Although the cards and boards looks normal, I wouldn't say that it's fantastic. A lot of neon coloring and pretty small text. Not one of my favorite. So you have to see how the gameplay goes because there's already been 2 seasons. So let's hope that they do well for this one and fix a lot of stuff. So let's take a look at the shipping. So in terms of shipping, we're looking at kind of anything that's like about 3 figures. No, actually I don't see anything that's 3 figures here. I need to kind of like analyze this. Let me take a look. So if I'm looking for, I guess they list down a lot of the different countries here as well. So there's like Canada, and there's also, so we're talking about like Hong Kong, Macau, and stuff. Anything from let's say. So they are talking about different pledges. So they are like core boxes and all-in boxes. To Asia, it'll be kind of like about $60 over here. So you can see there's about $62 and about $30 for the manufacturer area in China. But of course, take it with a pinch of salt that this might goes up because of all the miniatures and everything. So I'll just be careful because after the CMON drama, everything about shipping is kind of dangerous to me. So I want to be sure, but I'm so very, very scared of huge board game with a lot of miniatures. So all this is in euros. I know prepare to like burn about 300 euros or so for all in. Okay, so I think Thai Epic Viking might have already been over by the time I look at this. Is it? There's 7 hours more. By the time this video is out, it's probably done. But my decision was a lot of the tiny epic stuff, right? I could really like get it in the aftermarket, and it turns out to be a lot cheaper though. With especially with shipping considered for maybe if I get it from Amazon or something, and I could even like get the deluxe version plus all the expansion as well. So it's not really a big deal. I mean, always get it later or get a second hand from someone else who bought and then think that it's not really for them. But like all the other tiny epic games, they are like small, concise, and fit into a small box for the core game anyway. Expansion usually come in another box, which is a pity because you want to bring the expansion around. And the price point is not really that expensive. Usually it's about 20 plus $30. And for this one, you actually get quite a good deal. So it's only like $5 more. You get more shamans and stuff like that. I think it's actually okay, but It's also not one of those that probably you will be able to resell it for a lot more than what you pay for. And a lot of people compare this to Blood Rage, although I personally don't think so. I think in terms of gameplay, the depth is not there, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good on its own. It plays different in a way. Other than the Viking theme, I don't think there's too much similarity in the game itself. And we have some very nice meeples. So this is like so I just don't want to be like talking because I also got this, and look at this. This is the deluxe editions. Okay, so what I'm saying is actually it's possible to get hold of some of the deluxify stuff as well. So not too worried about it. Always get hold of it from retail. That is a good possibility for that. So so go ahead and wait for it. For at least for me, that is what I think so, because the shipping is kind of I'm not too sure I trust the shipping, but I could give you the figures here, although the figures are really, really small. Let me see if I can zoom it up. So for like US guys, you guys like for capping about $10 or so, all the way to Australia is about 14 and stuff like that. So all these are like really estimates. So we are not really sure, but like I said, estimates are estimates. So it's still going to like jack up the price for the game itself, which is actually something I think I'm not comfortable with. I'd rather just wait for it and get it from retail. So as you can see, I guess CMON has really broke me quite badly. I'm not really into very backing a lot of games, although I'm interested in quite a lot of them. There's also the Breach. The Breach, as you can see, this is, like I said, this is the type of color plus the theme, cyberpunk, viruses. I have far too much of these games, but this type is the type of game that actually catch my attention, and I think I like and love this game. Although I'm not too sure whether I could, I could bring myself to back it. The miniatures are pretty good, but because there's already the previous cyberpunk one from Awakened Realms, Gaijin, then they changed to the Outsider, is it? I can't remember the exact final name they have. I think it's the Outsiders, but also a little bit oriental looking, with cyberpunk elements, future, but this looks also like this is a lot more dungeon crawler compared to the other one from Awakened Realms. Miniatures looks cool as well. And then they have really very big ones as well. So but I kind of think that it might be unnecessary and adds to the cost as well as the weight of the shipping. So that is something that I'm wary of, especially this Prometheus box, which is the really big miniatures with the Titans and everything. I mean, good to have, really good to have, but no doubt that really adds to my shipping and everything. And you can see that the pledge actually is for the main box is about 119, plus the if you want to get it together with the Titans stuff, it's about 160 against Euro. Okay, then that's all that there is to the pledge. And I think you can probably get some add-ons if I'm not wrong. So the pledge is pretty simple. It's about 160 euro, all in, including the Prometheus box, right here, with all the big miniatures and everything. And I think all these are the additional aesthetics for the miniatures, but this is very expensive. I think it's 2 miniatures for about 30 euros. It's quite expensive. And of course you can go through some of the reviews. I mean more like previews from other content creators. And of course, as you can see, the miniatures are pretty big. This ice miniatures is about 82 mm, so that's pretty tall. So like this studio has done some other stuff. I'm not too sure what they have done that either create a positive or not so positive. Let me see what else they have done that maybe we could shed some light why I'm not particularly fond of this studio. I don't know why. So they have Black Rose War. I think that's the problem, because Black Rose War was one of those games that is kind of unplayable in the first version. and they have to like patch it not just once but patch it twice, and still people have problems getting rid of it because it's I almost bought it, but then after I seen on the review about how difficult it is to table it, and it's a total mess with all the rule books and everything. And of course the Nova Artus is also one that I have literally skipped intentionally because of that. So I guess although the theme kind of catch me for this, I'm a bit worried about that gameplay itself might be an issue for me. So, and I really have far too much cyberpunk games to actually get one more. Okay, so they are role-playing games. This is something that I know is going on, but doesn't really catch my attention, so I'll just skip it. This is also from AEG. This is the Thunderstone crest. Let's take a look at this, but I think this is not really so much into my lane. Okay, so what does this do? This is an all new add-on quest for the deck building game. So there's already a deck building game, and there's like adding two more characters per se. I think it's like the Natural's Breath on the Rotten Roots. So you have to kind of like dig the original things that's already out. I guess AEG is a group that I like the stuff. Actually, if I'm not wrong, I might have a Thunderstone quest myself. And it's just a matter of whether I want to like get more boxes. I haven't really played my Thunderstone quest, so that is one problem, and that is why I think I'm not looking at this, but I might be interested. Let's take a look. What's the damage we're looking at? The starter set is about $50 US. That's for people who are new, so you will include the quest 1, and then I include all the stuff for the games and everything. So this is the for defenders, quest 12 and 13. So what does this mean? This is for people who have already have Thunder Quest. So that is for me, and we're looking at about $55 US for this. So this just include the 2 additional quests. Whereas this is more or less just the original, if I'm not wrong. This only includes quest 1, so I guess there's another pledge that includes more stuff. Is it? I'm not too sure. Let me just because I haven't really unpacked my games. So they say that this also. But anyway, this is not a pledge for me. If I'm going in, it's probably this pledge. I'm not too sure I want to spend that much money on that building game. That's one other thing. Although it says that there's a retail price of 80, but can you really believe that retail price? I don't think anybody buy anything at a suggested retail price anyway. So this is the expansion, okay, so to say, and there's already plenty of stuff out there. AEG also, I think, did Smash Up, which actually I'm trying to get rid of now because I don't no longer plays it. I mean, it's not that it's not a bad game. I started playing board games with one of them as Smash Up was one of my earlier games as well, but just that kind of like got old for me, and moving on. Yeah, so give and take. I know this is going on, but I'm not really interested because this is a game that is a dexterity game, Kabuto Sumo, and they are bundling with 4 other games in this campaign. So if you like dexterity game, maybe you can check it out, but it's not exactly something that is catching my attention. I mean, although I know it's going on. And then I don't really know of much more going on. I think that's about it because some of them has already ended before I get a chance to talk about it. And this is kind of like a 4X game that was kind of cancelled once, and then it came back. So I don't really like the miniatures itself. So I guess this one I will skip because I now have to back pretty selectively. I want to make sure that everything I back counts. And I want to also limit the amount of stuff that I'm backing as well, because it's not really a price point. Price is one thing, but I'm really running out of space, so I want to back responsibly, so to say. And we can see that even the recommendation doesn't have a lot of stuff that I'm very interested in, because I think most of them has kind of ended. Right, so yeah, that's about it. So that we even have a Winnie-the-Pooh project. I'm not sure if that's a board game though. Let me take a look at it if it's a board game. So this is the first time I've seen this. The first time that's being recommended to me is so this is for people who are a little bit physically challenged. So they are trying to make Winnie-the-Pooh accessible for those. I don't know, maybe I might even just like, you know, back this for just for like if it's kind of for donation. I don't know. So this is not really a board game. So I will just go on to GameFound. So GameFound, I know there's only one big board game that everybody's talking about. That is the Castle of Burgundy Special Edition. With you will get this, the miniatures and you know, the coins, and this is by Awakened Realms together with I can't remember the original name. Is something burger, I guess. Raven Burgers. Yep, that's it. Raven Burgers. So Raven Burgers is also one of my favorite board game creators, because a lot of their games are very they are value for money though. Unfortunately, I don't think I can say the same about this. You get all these additional miniatures and everything to deluxify your game. As far as I can tell, I don't think there's any new content since the 2019 edition, which actually include all the expansion already. So for this, so pardon a bit because I think the weather and everything, I'm having a little bit like allergic, I guess. Yeah, but I'm trying to finish like this video at least, you know, and get some rest or something. Because, but anyway, so we have a stretch goals box, you know, and then they are unlocking a lot of stuff. So there are some additional expansion. So maybe they are something that's new. I'm not sure if this is already included inside the expansion originally that I have. I thought Vintage maybe, but I'm not sure. But mainly it's the deluxification. As you can see, you get that castle thing, and I think it's not just one. You get about 16 of them, 4 for each player. So there's plenty of things. Also, you know, there's the sun drop, which actually is kind of iconic from Awakened Realms. But price point, I wouldn't say that it's ridiculously expensive. Gameplay wise, it's just €95. Just notice I say that, but I think if you were to get the 2019 collector edition, I mean some while back it was like maybe out of stock or something. It's also not cheap. I probably paid less than that, but definitely this is a bit more. But you get plastic miniatures. Not sure if you really need all the plastic miniatures though. If you want to go all the way in, you can get the sun drop version at €142. And I think there's also additional playmat. No, this is an unblock for the Vintage. Yeah, there's additional playmat, right? So, and there's also hex acrylics as well. So there are always places to spend more money for this project. I don't know. I mean, gameplay wise, you can check other people's. You know, so this is what I'm talking about. We have plenty of this, but unfortunately, I think all of them is the same mold. So maybe they're just at most mirror. But I'm not really impressed with this. I mean, it's nice to have a few of them on hand, but that's about it. I don't think this game really depends so much on the aesthetic. It's a Euro game, and you know, you're changing one resource to another resources and things like that, and you're getting it by tokens. It's just that they were more beautiful tokens on this. So for once, maybe this is one of the project from Awakened Realms that I might actually just walk, you know, because I already got the 2019 edition, which looks like this. Yeah, and I don't think I will need to deluxify it so soon, especially with no major differences in it. There might be some add-ons, but I'm not sure because I guess I haven't really dig enough. I don't really do too much homework on this before I start this video, because I just want to, like, you know, run through. Basically it's a crowdfund chat, so you know, I don't want to be like presenting my reports or something like that. That seems like too formal. There is not a lot of other stuff that's going on. There's some STLs and stuff if you're into it, but I can talk a little bit about Warpgate Beyond. So Warpgate Beyond is already done over. I backed it, and actually what happened was actually the price went up for shipping as well. So for some and for others, the shipping has gone up to about 50-60%. So I'm not sure whether it's okay for me to mention this, but what happened to me was my shipping actually did went up about 60+%. So I contacted the creator. Okay, so in one of the updates here, maybe I should just pull up the updates. So in one of the updates here, they did mention there is actually some increase in the pricing of the shipping as well. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, look at the artwork. Look at the artwork. The artwork is really nice. I mean, that's like one of the things that, you know, sci-fi and stuff really you know, gets me in. I don't think it's this update. But I recall is that because it's the one that with the pledge manager opening, I think. Let me just double check this again because so sorry I have to be like digging through this, you know, here. So they have objective cards. Okay, so anyway, maybe not so much on this update, but I remember in one of the updates, the pledge manager is open and you're asked to actually go to the pledge manager to complete your pledge with all your I guess your address and everything. And what happened was there was actually a jump of the obviously they have kind of like removed the original shipping cost. I mean, but GameFound has something really nice. Look at this. There's a view original content. So they could edit this page, and you don't see the shipping here anymore because the shipping has been removed. It's not accurate anymore because they have the change. So they were transparent about it, which actually I must comment on that because they actually have two plans. They have Plan A, which jumps about 50% for them, and Plan B still jumps about 30% of shipping for them. So in either way, the shipping has actually increased for them, so they couldn't fully absorb all the costs unless they're like they want to lose money on this, which actually is not good because we don't want this to be another company like Multier that actually just folded. We want good games. We also want people who make good games earn from it and then you know, progress and then have fundings to make more better games for us. You know, so we have to be fair. You know, people put in a lot of hard work and they put in design, they put in risk to produce this game for us. So I appreciate that. So this thing that I think Kickstarter don't have is from GameFound. You can press this view original campaign, and what happened here is all this is like it's a snapshot of what actually happens in the original posting, and if there's any change in the pricing and everything, you can always compare it. Okay, so even like, you know, the video that will link here is still there. But I want to bring your attention down to is this. This is something that you don't see anymore with the update. They've removed it because it's irrelevant. I mean, I don't blame them. It's the right thing to do. But if you want to check, like for example, in Asia for me, it's originally about €12 or so. Yeah, 12 or 25. I think I'm under Asia 25, and my shipping count like jumped to 40 plus or something like that. So that's more than like 50% increase. So I actually kind of like talked to the creator. The creator said he understands that fully, and I appreciate them being open about it and actually communicated. I know, unlike some other companies who just, you know, slap it on you, take it or leave it, you know, pay or do not get your game. But that's not apparently what happened to the designer for Wargame Beyond. He has actually kind of said that why don't we each take a step and then we make a compromise, and for the difference in the shipping costs, he's kind of like absorbing I don't know, maybe 50% of it of the increase, so that I only end up like paying about 50% of the increase and something like that. So I'm not sure whether this is fair for everybody, but I didn't tell him I was a content creator, so I guess he has probably taken this on a very fair case to case thing, I don't think everybody has a big jump of more than 50%. Maybe most people might have 10 or 20%, but they are willing to like come out with a little bit from their profit in order to like make this game delivers. And if I'm not wrong, I even recall there was one comment that I'm not sure if this game. Let me see if I can see it. If I can see that, I will show it to you, because it's something really warm that actually happened. And you don't get to see that happen every day. So there were some people, they were unhappy, obviously. Look at this. So they explained that some of the things has increased, okay, but what they kind of like really expected, and the increase, and then they explained to everybody. So there's actually so never mind, I'll just skip that. Of course, there's a lot of also of people, there are some people actually went into became a bit hostile, but I can't blame them. I mean, it's all dollar and cents. There are people who are disappointed, obviously. Then there was okay, I can't remember, but I think I think they actually kind of like read everyone. Look at it, they actually answered everybody and then told him about the expectation, actual cost, and everything. And I guess at least they are communicating, and they know that the price has went up. So they're still waiting for the details and stuff like that. That was like some time ago. He said that his pledge expecting account for he wants like full amount refund. I understand that is also not possible, because the platform has taken some part of it, but not as much as 10% though. There from my understanding, though some company will like rip you off of 10%. I'm sorry, I mean that is the fact, and I think there are people who are unhappy, but let me just speak from my own perspective. I think it's okay. A jump of 15 to 40, and he subsidized a bit of it. Even if he didn't subsidize all of it, I think I'm okay with it, because they communicated. They told me they have this problem, and I understand all the shipping things, and they're not slapping like maybe $100 of shipping or something like that. So it's okay. I guess I kind of expect every single project to be more or less going in this direction. So I want to say that I'm a bit more fair and empathetic to this project, rather than compared to my previous one from CMON, because that one there's no negotiation. It's just too bad, you pay or you don't get your stuff. And the refund has cost me a little bit of money. I mean, it has cost me even more than the shipping for this, I guess. So I'm not saying that this is bad or anything. I'm just saying that for me the experience wasn't so bad. I still end up paying a bit more, but not as much as I initially expected. They are willing to like subsidize part of it, and they communicated. They told us what was their original plan and how it didn't really materialize and cost did increase. So I guess to that aspect, I think if it can happen to a small game company like this, it also happen to big companies like CMON. So it will happen to a lot of other projects, which is why in the previous I actually did not really talk a lot about I'm backing this, I'm backing that, as enthusiastic as I was maybe 1-2 months back, because anything there's a lot of miniatures and everything, I starts to be very worried. And even more so, I back there's this project called Unsettled. It comes with like 9 expansion boxes. So I'm really worried that the shipping cost might go over €100 or something like that. Then that is something that I'll be quite upset about, to be honest. So I guess if you are listening to you are game creator, you're running the project, I would like you to rethink your strategy of organizing the games, especially like let's say if you have Unsettled. I understand that each box has its own expansion and everything, but could you like make the box living card game kinds of size or something like that. You know, or maybe even like, you know, like this tiny epic. Go this direction. You know, keep the box as small as this, or even half of this, because it's only mainly your cards. And then it will fit. You know, I'll get to fit more games in the Kallax shell. Then I'll be more willing to back your games, and you know, the shipping cost is going to be reduced for everybody. You waste less cardboard, waste less plastic and everything. So I guess do think about it. I'm not dictating that you should you know, should design things like that. I'll be happy, of course, if you do so. Especially when shipping now is becoming a problem. I hope that this is at least something you have considered. Okay, so Nightmare Cathedral is also one that I previously has kind of like interested in. Even I kind of like unsubscribed already, because I think the gameplay is not for me. Or despite that, I might like the theme of the nightmare and all this stuff. So all these are like past project basically. There's not a lot of new stuff going on GameFound, so this is like a quiet month. Maybe good for us. Since we are here talking about all this crowdfunding stuff, so why don't I like talk about one more before I end this. Wow, he actually did not manage to find it. So this search engine is kind of as bad as the one from Kickstarter. The DM is type. I'm not sure. But this is Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruin. I have posted one whole video on. Was so excited about it, and they also kind of like has teased something more. So I want to actually talk about what they have teased in one of the updates. So they have more artworks here. The artworks looks fantastic. You know, it's like the metallic knights. You know, it's totally corrupted. Kind of nightmarish though, but it's you know, they are like, it's a dark Arthurian legend. So you know, I you know, maybe even a fake Excalibur here. But basically, if you want to read the stories, is there. They talk about the Red Death, how this unknight actually went was not actually knight, because he was supposed to be knight, but unfortunately he missed King Arthur. Okay, so so that's him, right? This is the thing. So actually not just this is so that they also even offered like a few of the design to allow you to like make some choices which one you want. So you can either have him with a lot of hoofs and like a horse, or you know, on a chariot. I think I voted for this. I think I like this design. Or you know, one with a very weird animal looking, like there's a sword with the horse and everything. And of course this one is like a fleet of horses. So they're all very cool designs. And oh, number 2, I guess, but the one I voted is kind of winning, because I think this is rather unique. Like a chariot with, you know, like him on it is really nice. I think I don't mind having this figurine. So basically, like I say, you know, you can go ahead and read about this, sign up for the update. He ended up in the wrong places, and he wasn't really knighted by King Arthur. Then in his adventure, probably something has happened. So I guess how the gameplay will be like is that you will not be playing the Kings of Ruin like this at the Unnight. You will be playing some other characters. They will probably be bosses, you know, that hinders your ways, that keep appearing, and you know, kind of like the one in the original campaign where you have that the outsider, you know, who's like keep coming back to, you know, even though you defeated him a few times. So it will probably be around that type of gameplay, I guess. So this is my guess, my best guess. But that's what we have here so far, and I think the art is dark, which I liked. There's a lot of you know, cool artwork, and I think the story is also pretty well so far. I kind of like the story, so looking forward to this. Although this is not really directly available right now, but you know, if you're not into Tainted Grail, there's something you can take a look. If you're into Tainted Grail, completed any campaigns, this is like something else that's coming along the way. and I hope that you actually have a good journey in Tainted Grail, because that's one of the games that I really enjoy a lot. In fact, I think there's even an app, but I'm not sure if the app lives up to it. Okay, so I guess that's all I have today. There's not really a lot going on this week. You can catch others content creators as well, because I don't really intensively cover too much, given like my capacity and the stuff that I'm interested in. I have no prototypes as well, so that's about it today. So thanks for watching. If you like to see more stuff from me, I'd like to give some support. There's no channel to donate or anything like that. So just click the like, subscribe, and that's really more than good enough for me. I mean, like I always say, independent. I don't really like work for anybody at all. And what I'm trying to do is trying to bring out some of the stuff that I feel, at least in my opinion, in certain ways, good, bad, or disturbing, or things should be careful of. And that's what I'm trying to do. So it's like from one buyer to another buyer, one Kickstarter to another Kickstarter. Yep. So thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see you again soon. Oh yeah, by the way, so what I'm usually do with my video is that I can't really wait for it to like totally go up, and then put in all the chapters and everything before I release it, because by then it might take too long, and I don't know why. Either it's because I'm not priority or something. It takes very long for this YouTube to actually process my HD video. Sometimes it takes even more than one day. What I'm going to do is that I'll actually put my video up immediately. You'll be immediately available. So initially when it goes in, if you do not see all the links and the chapters, don't worry. It's the way I have intended it. So if you are like early bird, you get to see everything raw. There is no but you'll be there. Okay, so I'll actually edit it and edit in. So not too worried about it. It's not because I'm sloppy and but because I want the SD version to be available. I mean, if people who want to watch it can watch it first. If not, just wait another day, no problem. Okay, thanks.